interestingly, I don't even think I'm a celebrity. Most of my friends and my family keep calling me celebrity doctor. I don't think I'm a celebrity yet. I have a very long way to go, And I want to say it today. And those of you who think that I've become rich just because you see me on TV, I beg, I'm not yet. It would interest you to know that all episodes I've done on TV, I've never been paid a penny to show up. I show up every day, my own transportation. The best they do for me is makeup, but I show up every time because I love you guys. Wow, it's been a whole year since I started my journey on TV. I was just reflecting today, it just dawned on me that it's actually been a year, being August, so it's been 1 whole year, because I started in August 2024. Now, I'm just sharing this to encourage somebody. I remember back in 2021 or 2022, my big sister and I had put together a proposal for a TV program. It was a mental health show. And funny enough, all the TV channels that we went to actually turn their backs on us. In fact, I never even got the chance to even meet any producer. All my requests ended at the reception or the security posts. They wouldn't even let me see any of the producers or executive members to even sell my idea and see if they would buy into it. And you can imagine how heartbroken I was. But I just had to let it go, and I moved on. Then I completed medical school. I started practicing, and then one of my leaders in church at the time, she was the head of the medical team, Dr. Gifty. Big shout out to Dr. Gifty. I'm going to tag her in the post. Dr. Gifty kept telling me that, Esther, you're very outspoken, you're very confident, and I'm going to put you on TV. Whenever she says it, I take it as a joke. I just laugh at her because I knew I had tried and it hadn't worked. But, there's connection, I didn't have any connection anyway. Dr. Gifty kept saying she was going to put me on TV, and I never took it seriously till it actually happened, I was at the mall. I went to China Mall one time to go and purchase a few items for my place. My place. Yeah, I have moved in not too long, and I think so. I don't even remember the details, but I just remember I was at China Mall getting a few items, and then Dr. Gifty calls me and she says, Esther, GTV wants a doctor to come and speak about sexual health tomorrow. Are you up for it? She was telling me that evening, and I was supposed to be on the show at 6:30 a.m. the next day. And she said she knew that I could do it because I'm somebody who I'm able to work under pressure, and even with a very short possible time, I'm able to deliver, because when it comes to anything public speaking, I think that it's just my God-given talent. Like Steve Harvey would say, your talent is that thing that you do effortlessly, very well, with the least amount of effort, and so I think that public speaking is a God-given talent, which I'm grateful to God for. So when she said that, I was like, okay, send me the synopsis, let me have a look at it. I looked at it and I was like, oh, this is not deep. I think it should be something I can, handle. So one of the other ladies who, called Dr. Gifty at the time, shout out to Deborah as well. Deborah called me later. I think she was doing her internship there, so she called me. We had a discussion. And she was like, oh, because of 1 or 2 weeks, they decided to move that particular episode to the next week. And I was like, oh, hallelujah, you've even giving me more time to even prepare. So the following week, I was at, GTV. It was supposed to be like a one-time thing, guys. It was supposed to be a one-time thing. And then, God is just amazing. God is just wonderful. For some reason, that particular episode sold very well. The producer said he had not had so much engagement on his show in a very long time. With regards to the health segment, the GTV breakfast show, the health segment, right? And so he was very, very, very impressed that his audience actually loved me. People sent in questions, and it was just, I think it's just how unfiltered I was answering the questions. I was interviewed by Kafui Day. Shout out to Kafui. It was a very seamless interview, and there was no sugarcoating. We were saying it as it was. And if you know sexual health topics, you know that people are usually shy to talk about sexual health for whatever reason. Meanwhile, these are important things that happen to people on a daily basis, right? So it went very far. And then some bloggers kept picking excerpts from the things that I had said. Some of them, even lied here and there. But it was okay. There is no bad publicity, So I'll be there. Then a friend will send me, like a screenshot from one blogger site. I think very notable among them was Sika Official. He made a post which, at the time, I think we in like 24 hours had hit over 50,000 likes, and my friends kept sending it to me that, oh, I should look, I'm trending. I'm like, yeah, I'm trending for what? I didn't even expect to trend, I thought it was just gonna be like a one-time short interview. I go my way, GTV goes their way, but as God would have it, that episode was trending. And then the producer called me and said that since this audience are in love with me and then they enjoyed it, people kept asking questions, people wanted to know where I was and all that, he wants us to make it like a series. So from August 2024 till now, I've been to GTV back and forth so many other times, discussing different topics. We've looked at sexual health, mental health, we've come to even general well-being. We've done so much, right? Anything that you can think about. Then I was privileged to be on TV as well. I've been to MX24 TV a few times, and a few radio stations here and there. As for the in-person meetings to some churches and schools and all that, it's been amazing, and I think I've enjoyed the journey so far. And I want to say it today, that those of you who think that I've become rich just because you see me on TV, I beg, I'm not yet. It would interest you to know that all the episodes I've done on TV, I've never been paid a penny to show up. I show up every day with my own transportation. The best they do for me is makeup, but I show up every time because I love you guys, and I want you guys to have the best information you can have for your health. And so don't sit in your home and think that every time Esther goes to sit on TV, they've paid us some big amount of money. And so Esther is not a celebrity. Esther is now a rich woman. I'll be rich one day, but I'm not there yet. Yeah. And interestingly, I don't even think I'm a celebrity. Most of my friends and my family keep calling me celebrity doctor. I don't think I'm a celebrity yet. I have a very long way to go. I don't think a lot of you who may even see this video may have never even seen me on TV, right? But I'm usually on the GTV breakfast show, right? So I just want to say that anything that you put your mind to do it well. You may think that nobody notices. All that Dr. Gifty saw was how I handled some of the responsibilities I was giving in the medical team at church. How, when we were doing talk shows in church, how I delivered. That was all that she saw, and then she knew that I could actually handle this role, and she put me on. Thank you so much, Dr. Gifty. God bless our friends who put us on, who mention our names and recommend us to people when they know that we can actually do the work. And for Dr. Gifty, I just wanted to know that I'm not going to let her down. She's told me that she wants me to win an award, I think Health Personality of the Year. Even if it's not going to happen this year, it's going to happen sometime to come in. Anytime I win that award, I'm going to dedicate that award to Dr. Gifty because she's played a very key role in getting me this far. And let's not forget that it was not just Dr. Gifty putting me on. I was prepared when Dr. Gifty called me. I had been doing public speaking for a very long time, right? And so you need to be prepared for opportunities to come and meet you. And also remember that everything has to do with God's timing. Like I said, in 2021, I wanted to be on TV and it did not work out. But when it was time in 2024, God made a way. I didn't have to even go and beg any producer. Now producers call me and sometimes I even tell them that I can't come. Sometimes they call me and I say, oh no, this week I'm traveling, I'm not available. You understand? But before, I could not even get in touch with these people. Like I said, my request ended at the security post. So everything has to do with the timing of God. And sometimes, in as much as we do not enjoy the process, it's very important that we acknowledge that God is working things in our favor. It's difficult, but it is what it is, and we just need to trust God and trust the process. So yes, I'm going to add a few flyers from the episodes that we've aired so far, a lot of the topics that we've discussed. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you have any topics you want me to discuss on subsequent episodes on TV, leave them in the comment section. And I would, get back to you, right? If you want to find me on social media, anywhere, it's E. Adamedic, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, it's E. Adamedic, EYA_the_medic, everywhere, right? And do well to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have some amazing health content there, a few videos on sexual health that you can actually learn a thing or two from. Please, If you've never even seen me on TV, just take it that I'm your, kid or big sister. I'm not a child like that though. Anyways, and then, just go to YouTube, go and subscribe. Follow on all my social media platforms. Support a sister. One day when the brand becomes bigger, I would, remember that you guys have been there for me throughout. For all the people who have always supported me, that some of my friends, that anything I post, even before I post it, they're already liking it and commenting, and my family as well. Thank you guys so much. I do not take it for granted at all. And I pray that this journey is just beginning, and God is going to take it to bigger heights. So yes, let's see some of the topics that we discussed so far, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.